Good day, everyone. Before we start, I'd like to introduce myself and I'd like to thank God for giving me the strength and knowledge needed for this project. I'm Eliseo Castellanes, a fifth-year architecture student of Technological Institute of the Philippines, Quezon City campus, and I hope everyone is safe during this pandemic. Without further ado, let's start. What is pediatrics? So, pediatrics, the branch of medicine dealing with children and their diseases. Next is Luid. Luid is a kapampangan term that means mabuhay ka in Tagalog or long life to you in English. Design objective: to allocate the facility that will help in the healing and recovery process of the patients. To know and improve the current pediatric healthcare situation in San Fernando, Pampanga. To design a building that will have a distinct character that it can be known of. Generally speaking, I would like to build a facility that will medically help the people in San Fernando, Pampanga, especially the children from childbirth until 18 years of old. As you can see, my site is located in San Fernando City, Pampanga, with an area of 7 hectares. For SWOT analysis, starting with strength, one of its strongest point that made me choose this site is it is inside a progressive city, so everything is available like water supply, electric supply, utility roads, and etc. Weaknesses. Generally, its weakness is it is located in an urban area, so it is susceptible to unwanted noise during busy hours. Opportunity. Generally, among all these examples, it means that it will give the public awareness on how important and crucial pediatric healthcare is. For threat, the only threat I can perceive is the capacity of the government to maintain the building. I have two concepts. The first one is a cell. A cell is the basic unit of life and essential to maintaining the physiology of the larger organisms in animals such as humans. And how am I going to apply this to my project? With that being said, I want to build a facility that will be an essential and very effective place to raise pediatric awareness and growth. The next concept is mitosis. Mitosis is the process of cell division. Application of mitosis to my project is I would like to correlate the divisions, the different departments and sub-departments of my projects like outpatient, emergency laboratory, etc. to mitosis, because although they branch out from each group, their goal is identical to each other, which is to provide growth and support to a living organism like a hospital. And then biofolic. Biofolic architecture is when your structure can adapt to the existing climate of your site. And now let's talk about holistic architecture. In my own understanding, if you are promoting holistic architecture, you should establish a facility that can treat the well-being of a certain individual while using sustainable, ecological, and positive materials like materials available locally to lessen the carbon footprint that your structure will produce. Design philosophy. All fine architectural values are human values, else not valuable, by architect Frank Lloyd Wright. With that being said, there's no better appreciation and function than a well-used and utilized building you've designed. Structural concepts, post and lintel. I want to make sure that my building would look massive and reliable for strength. And another is for a patient psychological factor. And then for the grid plan layout, as much as possible, I want to segregate each department systematically for each other and for ease of the user. Material concept: first is carbon fiber, second steel for construction, vinyl for flooring, and a special type of glass called FXI 65 glass. Exhibition: first is the so-called FXI 65 glass, a feature attractive curve profiles for added visual appeal, designed to give specifier more choice and freedom in design. Locally, it's called double glazing. Second is brisole. Its main purpose is to reduce the heat transfer because my building is full of glass, but it's also aesthetically pleasing. As you can see, I have three visible entrances. First is the west side entrance. It is for outpatient department. Then next is the middle entrance. Then last is the east entrance for emergency department. As you can notice, I've divided my zoning into 6 categories. First is outer zone, areas that are immediately accessible to public, like emergency services, patient services, administrative services. They shall be located near the entrance of the hospital. Next is second zone, areas that receive workload from the outer zone, like laboratory, pharmacy, radiology. They shall be located near the outer zone. Inner zones, areas that provide nursing care and management of patients, nursing services. They shall be located in private areas but accessible to guests. Deep zone, areas that require asepsis to perform the prescribed services like surgical services, delivery services, nursery, and intensive care. They shall be segregated from the public areas but accessible to the outer, second, and inner. Service zone, areas that provide support to the hospital activities, dietary services, housekeeping services, maintenance, motor pool. Special zone for morgue.